Can you say I speak out?
I speak out.
Say welcome back.
Welcome back.
Hey YouTube, it's me, I speak out again. And I'm doing another live reaction to one of Beauty Beauty's videos. And for this one, apparently she's just going off on everybody. Well, I don't know. I haven't seen it. I've been wanting to see it, but I've been trying to catch up. So at this point, I'm just gonna be more picky about which videos I choose to react to, so I can kind of keep up. And then if I have time, I'll do ones that I didn't do the first time, just as bonus. Okay, so let's get to the reaction.
I'm just waiting for my shisha. Thank you, Mike.
But you know, when it comes to filming in public, yes, you can film in public, but if the person were to see you filming them, they do have the right to tell you, please do not film me. They're not telling you you can't film in public, but they don't want anything to with him or her in your videos. Just don't do it. If a restaurant or a store tells you not to film, they have the right to tell you not to film. Yes, they are open to the public, but they are a private company. So they have their own right to tell you not to film. That's why they can also trespass you. If they don't want you there, they don't want you there. Especially filming. If they don't want you filming, they don't want you filming.
I'm not gonna rage. I mean, I'm not angry enough to rage. I'm actually like, I find it funny. I don't know. Hold on. Do I have a rage lipstick available? Oh yeah, this is my favorite one. Na, 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 na. Dun, dun. I was gonna get the laptop and play, like, react to this entire stream I'm gonna be talking about, but I'm too lazy to set up the computer and the Streamlabs and blah 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 blah.
At least you're truthful this time. No liner? Come on. It bleeds.
Oh God,
this time I have my glass.
There we go.
Come on, Chantal. For years, people have told you put liner. It bleeds. For some reason, it bleeds on you so fast. You keep doing this. And then you expect nobody to say anything.
Buster, Ron is, like, I think married, at least in a relationship. Yeah. Ron, thank.
Honestly, I'm not trying to be a Debbie Downer, but if a guy wants something and they're married and they really want it, they're not gonna care. They're gonna try to get it. Not all men are like that. Not all men. Those certain type of men. You don't know. Ron might be that certain type of man, or he might just generally just like her content and it's just being super friendly. But nevertheless, just because you mention he's married doesn't mean anything. Humans are humans. It's so weird. I always wanted to try shisha. Don't get me wrong, I always wanted to try. But I would ask just my Muslim friends. They were friends and stuff. Oh, I really want to try shisha. I really want to try shisha. Because I know they know where I can try and stuff like that. And they always told me, and keep in mind, they were just my friends. Kind of older gentlemen, not too much older, but nevertheless, they would tell me, sweetie, you're too beautiful. which I don't think I am. But whatever, they would just tell me, no, you shouldn't do that. That's not good for you to do. And they know about it and stuff like that, but they don't do it themselves. So I'm guessing it's kind of bad. I heard like an hour on that little machine is like 100 cigarettes. Like, if your husband knows that information, why would he let you use that thing? Especially also when you have a bunch of health issues, I don't think that would help you. So me not even being in a relationship with a Muslim man, at least 3 or 4 that I've asked, they all said no to me. And they said, no, you shouldn't do it. You're a girl. You shouldn't do that stuff. And mind you, I'm not a part of the culture or anything like that. I know them well, but not too well. But yet they still wanted to protect me from that. And they're nothing even remotely close to a relationship with me besides being friends. You might want to second guess what your so-called husband really thinks of you. Because if it was true love and stuff like that. Sorry about that, guys. I stopped mid-sentence. I just got myself some coffee because Chantal was actually putting me to sleep. So I actually need to drink coffee, even though I shouldn't. But I'm trying to finish up this reaction, so where was I? Oh, yes. Well, if he was really your husband and he really cared about you, all in all, he wouldn't have let you use this machine. And I think you shouldn't, especially because you have too many health problems.
You know what? I would probably honestly love that weather. I get tired of it being too.
Your habaya is see-through. I can see everything. Let me go back. Let me see if I can freeze it.
Don't even know what the sun feels like raining in Britain. You know what? I would.
Yeah, I can see everything. I can see your ears. I can see your hairline and everything. Whoa. It's either getting stretched out really, really bad or like it's really like, I'm not gonna lie, cheap quality. Be careful.
Probably healthcare is actually evil. That's what happens when you have healthcare for profit. You know, like because yeah, when you have, profit off of someone's, on healthcare, that is to me evil. Yeah, it's really bad. Um, you know,
It's good and bad. It gives you the choice to go around and pick a doctor you want. But because of certain pricing for certain doctors, yes, it costs more. But for some people, they are willing to pay that money knowing they're getting the best of the best. Sometimes it is bad. But all in all, like, to be able to choose and not just have to wait so much time just to see one doctor because everybody's getting paid the same. There's no competitive salary, so there's no point. Like what's I guess is kind of happening in Canada, that there's not enough doctors. I guess they were too overwhelmed, not enough pay, so most of them left. So now you even have less doctors over there, and I think that's what's happening, if I'm correct. And now there's longer wait. Yes, universal healthcare is nice, but if it's going to be like that and everybody gets paid around the same thing or the exact same thing, there's no incentive. And at least in the US, there's incentive, so doctors try to get into certain areas that pay a lot. And then there's doctors who just want to be doctors, but they get paid decent enough pay that they're willing to stay. And some of them are pretty good, so that's where the competitive comes from it. So you can find doctors that are cheap and find doctors that are expensive. But yes, when it comes to certain things, it's pretty sad, and I feel like there should be a little more help. But to essentially say it's evil, no, it's just maybe unfair sometimes, but what I think about life is unfair to be for life to be unfair makes it fair. I'm not trying to be mean or anything, that's just the truth. To be unfair is to be fair.
Yeah, Kit Kat. I don't personally agree with deleting somebody over that, but at the same time, I kind of understand the reactions to it. Like, I'm not saying I agree with it. I understand because, um, you know, sloppy top. I think people should have the choice. Like here, you have universal health care that you pay a yearly fee for, or you can go to a private clinic if you're rich, or you have the money, or you have private insurance. Hey, YouTube lover. Yeah, I see you. So I just think that it's I was shocked by the reactions, but then again I'm like, okay, so people are like just like fed up, and it's like that's what happens like if you oppress people with like, not the rich oppressing the poor all the time, because that's how capitalism really survives, right? So, yeah. You guys didn't hear about the CEO of um the Universal Healthcare Company? America do it the best. The CEO of United Healthcare, yeah. I mean, it's still somebody's, you know, father, son. So, I mean, I don't agree with what was done. But looking at the reactions to it, I haven't seen like anybody defending it. Like, it was just like, wow, you know. It's kind of sad that humanity has lost so much empathy, like online, like we can just wish people dead, and, it happens to me all the time. The tsunami warning was canceled. Yay! That's really good news. He had blood on his hands. Yeah, I don't know like the full details, but you know. Hey, I'm not shitting on America, yo mama. 100% I don't. I love Americans. I'm not saying anything about it, okay? I'm just saying, while I don't agree with the actions of the deleter, I think it speaks to a lot of issues that, I guess maybe the healthcare system have. Like, a lot of people can't afford insurance. A lot of people can't afford or get screwed over by insurance companies, And I don't know, maybe he had a family member he had to watch, pass away because they couldn't afford it. I don't know. Yeah, teardrop, yeah, you're an example, right? Like, I don't have any, like, you know, contempt or anything for one certain nation. Like, I'm not like that. Like, I think every country has its pros and cons. No country is perfect. Like, there's just no such thing. Yeah. Amberlynn, is that you for real? No way. Hi. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, Amberlynn is welcome.
Of course she is.
I'm good. Just ignore the haters. Guys, be nice. The reaction channels are gonna die over this. Oh well. Be nice to people who are going through hard times. No. Yeah, he's home.
Sorry, guys. I just finished my coffee.
Hey, Love Bomber. Because being live, like when I talk about certain things, I like to smoke. It's relaxing. It's like socializing and smoking. You guys ever do that? You know?
No.
Amber, have you ever tried shisha?
No. Drinking and socializing is also a thing, but I don't drink. I don't smoke. I don't have vicios. What is it called in English? I don't know what they're called in English. I guess they're called bad habits or something. Vicios. I don't have any of that. I can relax without having to smoke, drink, or do any of that. You can relax without having to do any of that. And still have fun. I'm not saying like, oh, I'm being mean about like people who do it. If you do it, you do it. It's cool. But honest ones who drink and do all that stuff will tell you, yeah, you don't need this stuff to relax. You can just relax watching TV, playing games, reading books, or doing whatever. You don't need those things. But if some people do it, they do it. They're adults. I understand that. But don't make it seem like it's okay. Adults do it because they can. But don't make it seem like it's okay.
You have laughed at it many times that I might croak on stream. Yes, you have. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, she might have said that. But like you said, listen to your own words. That I might. That when. That means might means it could happen on or could not. There's actual high possibility because of your actions and your habits that you do in front of the camera. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if it does happen on camera. All you do is be in front of the camera. You don't have anything else. And then about the funeral thing. You know she's joking around. It's like you're the only one people have ever joked around about having a funeral or something like that. Zachary Michaels, I think, had a funeral because of you. Your account got deleted for like the longest time, or was like suspended for the longest time, and you went crazy going to different other public domains to try to get people to go there and pay money. That was crazy. But anyway, yeah, he did that too. Why don't you mention him then? People are just being funny. It's not their fault that you don't have any backbone. You get upset over everything. And people have told you time and time again, click off, don't look. Tell your subscribers, don't send me this stuff. I don't want to see this stuff. But you choose to keep doing it. You know you're doing it to yourself. Stop trying to play dumb. It's not cute. It really isn't cute. You know exactly what you're doing, and you know exactly what they're doing.
You know, in the next action, you're retweeting people looking for where I was in relation to my address. Oh, she was at this Hardee's. Oh, that's not stalker behavior. No, not at all. Like, please. Hi, Tiffany.
That isn't stalker behavior. They were just looking up so because you like to fib all the time, they want to know exactly where you are. It's not like they're going there. They're just proving that, yeah, it's pretty close to her house. She's fibbing. You know what is a stalker? It's when you were going out with your quote unquote ex to his house because he wanted to answer the phone because he was hanging out with his friends. He couldn't have one day, even though that guy is in the nicest way, extreme, you liked him, he was doing something normal. He went to his friends and hang out, and you can't deal with that. Just one day. And I think you gave him like 60, 70 plus messages or calls and stuff like that. Who the hell does that? And that wasn't even that long ago. So you were like past 35, I think. You're a grown ass woman and you're doing that. That's stalking. You went to his house to go check. That's stalking.
Who comes for me first every day. Yeah.
Well, it depends. If they see that you're causing a lot of trouble, I wouldn't be surprised. You're saying you're Muslim. You keep cursing. You keep gossiping. You keep eating a outrageous amount of food. You illegally filmed at oil rigs, which you can't. You filmed at a grave site. You can't do that. You curse all the time. Yes, it doesn't matter, like cursing is whatever. But for us, not for people who are Muslim and are active Muslims. Kuwait and every other country has a reputation to withhold. And if you're messing with their reputation, they're going to see fit that you get in trouble for what you did and be an example that you can't do that. That is a no-no. Don't think you're better than anybody else.
At the end of the day, I don't care. I don't care. If I get deported, oh well, I'll go back to Canada. Whatever. Like, there's nothing you can...
You don't care? Are you listening to yourself? Now you're putting evidence to make it more truthful than conspiracy about what we think about you and your marriage with Salah. I don't care if I get deported. Really? Well, if I were to get deported and away from my spouse, I would care a hell of a lot. I love that partner of mine. I don't want to be away from them, not even like for a good like week. That would drive me insane. But you're like, no, okay with getting deported. If that isn't fishy enough. I'm thinking you're going to go back to Canada for December. Not right now, but soon. Pretty soon. It's about that time that you have to leave. But to say, it's okay. You just told on yourself, Foodie.
Be. You think that you get things done? You underestimate me. You underestimate me. I'm smarter than you. I'm more educated than you. Even as a dropout.
I heard you only went to school for a week or two. And education is not everything. Education, yeah, is necessary for certain careers. I am for sure 100% totally agree for that. But then there's other things you don't really need that much, that higher of education. I'm not telling you don't have to. It'd be nice if you get more higher education if you want. But is it necessary? No, you can have good careers coming out of high school as long as you work hard and learn from the career that you're in. And just because you have high education doesn't mean you're smarter than people. Doesn't mean that you're smarter than people. I still don't know why you don't have a bigger vocab than you do. Because apparently you went to university. I went to the university. I went for 2 years. I didn't get a degree. But it doesn't mean I'm not smart. Some people just don't do good with like higher education. And they still make it on top. A lot of entrepreneurs didn't go to college. They went straight and started working hard.
you know that every cent you make off of that, you're going to have to pay back in legal fees, biatch. Trust and believe. This, look, it's not overnight legal proceedings. I'm looking, trust me, I'm doing things. So,
Sweetie, you don't have the money, okay? Right now, you're working internationally, and if you were to go back to Canada, it would still be an international thing. You don't got that type of money. Nobody's gonna give you that type of money or even loan you that type of money. And you've been doing this for years. It shouldn't take you that long, at the most a year and a half. Honestly. And if she's doing that with your family, well, I'm sorry. I know for a fact it's because you're mad and you knew you were too lazy to do merch. And you could have done something like that, but you didn't do it. That's a hard pill to swallow, but it is, okay? But please stop with this. Like, you're not gonna do a thing.
when this is what your content is, you know, it's like taking my content, saying how boring it is. Oh, this is so boring. I'll say it again. Take your kids to the park. I'm sure they'd appreciate it. Other than,
Sweetie, you make it seem like a day is like only a 4-6 window thing. I think you, for the rest of those hours, you're sleeping. So you only have a 4-6 hour window. Normal people have at least a 12 to maybe 16 hour window. They've been taking them to the park. It doesn't take them, they will probably stay 1 or 2 hours to get the house ready. If they already keep it nice and neat and just any straightening up, an hour or two. Then cooking, maybe at the most an hour and a half. Maybe do some laundry, an hour. It's not our fault that you are so lazy and don't want to do anything, that you find everything so strenuous to do that it feels like it takes a lifetime when it really doesn't. And why do you care what we do with our kids? Keyword, our kids. If there's something wrong, they will tell us. Stop talking about kids. I am dead serious. Maybe you have some remorse with your mother, but that's a you and mother thing. And if you haven't had the guts to tell her how you feel about the situations that you had as a child, well, sorry. You either go back and talk to her, or it's too late and you have to just go on with your life. But stop trying to talk for these kids. These kids have voices and they can talk for them damn selves. If there's something wrong, even up to like abuse or something like that, if they will talk to either their parents or talk to another adult or even one of their friends. They don't need you because you keep misinforming people about kids and stuff like that. I need you to stop talking about kids.
like, oh my God. I hope one day her kids look at her and go, but Mom, you're fat too.
What do you know? Do you know if she's trying to lose weight? Do you know if the kids already talked to their mother about it? Why do you care? And stop trying to put yourself on the same level. There is no way in hell you're 350 pounds. You're way over that. And I already told you, you're not fat. You're super massively, morbidly obese. There's no comparison. And you keep choosing to do that to yourself. If they choose to do that to themselves, they're doing it off camera. You're making a You're like literally putting a spotlight on yourself. Doing these lives and videos. If you don't like it, then take the spotlight off of you. That's the difference. You're mad because they're successful and they don't even have to show their faces.
I don't get intimidated easy. I don't get scared easy. That's mass reporting, yeah. So you're asking people to mass report me, exactly. Can you play the
I think I was hearing the stream because sometimes I do stuff and I have like stuff like videos just constantly going. So I have some background noise. I think I was hearing a little bit of her live. She doesn't say anything about go here, go there. She's not commanding or demanding anybody to do it. On the other hand, people have choices they can do. Remember choices? They are choosing for themselves to report you. Yaba doesn't have anything over their head to make them do that. They're doing it voluntarily. And that's what bugs you, that there's actual people voluntarily doing it after learning facts about certain things that you're doing and they agree with it. I don't understand why you're getting all so upset because you do the same thing and probably a little bit worse because it sounds more like you're saying you should. I did not hear her saying you should to her subscribers and members. I don't think she said any of that. She just was saying the facts and saying when it was being done in the video. But you try to manipulate and suggest when you want stuff like that to happen for you. Yes, I know when you're manipulating because you don't have to be smart to manipulate. You can be a dumb person or like not educated person and still manipulate. It's how good you do it. And sweetie, you're not good at it, but you still try. But it doesn't work. We can see through it. Most of us, at least. So don't come with that.
You have an entire community made around me. And if you remove that, you remove the nucleus, what do you think is going to happen? Oh, you're going to retro react. Because I'm telling you what, you're not going to react to my current content because if I get deleted from YouTube, I'm getting a job. I'm going to go work at Arby's and get free food. I am not putting up with this shit. No.
You gotta be joking. You think you're gonna work at Arby's? Or not even Arby's, just a fast food restaurant in general? Sweetie, you're 40. You're super massively morbidly obese. You're a hazard. You're not hireable in a fast food restaurant. Do you even know what it entails? You did it when you were younger, but you said it was in a mall. I don't think it would have been that busy. And I see you as the type, as soon as it gets busy, you either ask for a break or you go and try to hide somewhere in the restaurant. It's hard work. Your body's not going to be able to take it. Let alone the muscles that you barely have. You barely walk for a minute to 5 minutes and you're like, you think you're going to be able to take it at least even an hour? Let alone you haven't worked for years. The absence of that many years, you really think they're going to take that risk? Please.
To change my name to get a good job, I'll do it. There's nothing. You underestimate me. You underestimate.
You can change your name, but your information is still there. Hear me. You can change your name, but your information's there. I can change my name, but I still have the same social security. I still have the same date of birth. I still have the same birth location. Everything sticks to you, sweetie, even if you change your name. You have to do a lot of stuff and a lot of sketchy stuff to change not just your name, but everything so you can look invisible and nobody knows who you are. A name change is not going to do a thing.
Me. So do your worst. Nobody cares. Tracy, do I look scared? What am I regretting? What am I saying that I'm going to regret? Nothing. I don't care. They need to look up the laws. Nobody's going to put me in jail here for talking crap about Scabba. If anything, they're going to clap because of how she talks about this place.
Actually, they're not going to clap because you use so much profanity, it's ridiculous. And you know they don't like using profanity. Like I said you were an English major. You should have a bunch of vocabulary words and synonyms that you can use besides what you are using right now. They wouldn't care if you did it nice and elegantly. But no, you are vulgar. Sometimes don't have the right facts. You're just lucky right now they don't care because you're not doing anything threatening or something that's gonna hurt the reputation really bad. Not yet. Don't push. I told you about this a few videos back. Stop playing house. Stop playing house.
Yeah, exactly. Whether you like it or not, you need me because maybe out of spite your audience will still watch you talk. How many people give a crap when you talk about Amy Slayton?
You make it seem like there's no other Chantels in the world. Yes, the community is pretty small, but it doesn't mean it's just you. There's a lot of other people with messed up lives and everything. They're brave enough to do videos like you do. Understand. It's sad, but true. Everybody's replaceable to a certain extent. Everybody's replaceable to a certain extent. And I'm sorry, Chantel, you are one of those things that are replaceable.
Seriously. Nobody. You can pick another fatty. The nerve of this woman. The nerve when she's a fatty herself. I can't. Like, you can pick another fatty to make fun of. Will it get the same views as talking about me? No, and I love that for you. So, go ahead. Go right ahead. Go right ahead, biatch.
She won't get the same amount of views, you're right. At the start. You know how channels work. You work from bottom and go up. Right? Your channel starts getting traction, right? Is that what you're scared of? That she actually finds someone else? She still does stuff about you. No, don't get me wrong. She'll do stuff about you. But then she adds another person. And once you start going, your traction starts going down, but the other person is still going up. You don't think they're not gonna go to that one? Everybody is replaceable.
Exactly.
And vice versa. And it's the same way. If it wasn't for them, nobody would see the videos on their channel and then want to maybe be curious and go onto your channel, giving you traction and giving you views. They both work for each other, the reactor and the person they were reacting to.
Exactly. Challenged friggin' stupid idiot supporter that you have trying to timestamp my content when there was nothing, saying you're a bad parent, not against terms of service. Everything I said is not against terms of service in my Hardy's video, okay? They attack people who attack their character. What's the difference?
That was not necessary. That was not necessary. Just because they're dumb doesn't mean they have a mental problem. And what's annoying is because you like to say, I have anxiety, I have depression, I have this, I have that. Those are mental problems. And to make fun of and making assumptions that someone has it is quite disgusting. Quite disgusting. If you want to do that, you better stop talking about you having mental problems. You better stop. Because that's ridiculous. To have so-called have mental problems and then talk about other person who has a mental problem, which I don't think they do. But nevertheless, why? That's totally disgusting and unnecessary. And if you haven't broken any TOS and you're all mad because they're ganging up on you, newsflash, you're still up. You're still up. So apparently YouTube agrees that you haven't done any TOS. So then why are you complaining? Why are you complaining? Just let them do it. You say you haven't done anything wrong. Then let them do it. Because apparently if you don't have anything, they will see it and say, you guys are wrong. This lady is not doing anything wrong. But apparently, it seems like it because it seems like you're showing that you feel guilty about something. Maybe some things you have said that you know might actually be against TOS. I told you, your new motto is, Calladita te miras más bonita. And you should really take that motto to heart. Calladita te miras más bonita. Look it up.
I'm not hurting for money. I can do whatever I want. I can travel. I pay out, we have everything paid anyways, but I don't need the kind of money I had before. I'm not living on my own. I have a partner who works, unlike Scaba's wife.
Then why doesn't your partner care enough to get your teeth fixed? Why doesn't your partner care enough to make you and take your medications and go to the doctor when you have to? Why doesn't he join up with you and exercise with you so it can be a couples thing, so you can feel supported? A true partner, no matter if they don't want to do it, but they have all the love in their heart for you, will support you any way they can. Any way they can. And now you said it again, I have money. Then why are you not trying to fix yourself to be a better you? If he loves you, he would be supporting you and saying, babe, please, I want you to fix your teeth so you can eat and maybe not get any infections. Babe, you really need to take this medicine. I want you to get better so you don't have to worry about anything. Babe, why don't we exercise together? I know I'm already pretty fit, but I can get fitter, and I want you to be able to feel better about yourself and feel more independent. That's a real partner. It doesn't even matter if you say, oh, but I'm stubborn. They'll keep fighting for you, no matter what.
So, get ready for a war. Yeah, Kitty Frog, there you
The thing is, how can you get ready for war when you haven't even won a battle? You haven't won a battle yet. How are you trying to win a war?
do some vlogs. So I can steal them and react to them. Do it. My stale biscuits, my sweet and lows.
I don't want to do vlogs. That's not my thing. I don't like vlogging. I find myself like pretty mundane that I don't think people will like what I talk about. Only like certain people probably. But you're mundane and you still do it. Props for you. But I don't want to do it. I don't have to. And I would do the 30-day thing if you want to. But right now I'm just starting. So once I get enough traction, maybe I might skew to another thing, and we'll see how that works out. But I know for a fact, if it does gain traction and I stop talking about you, like you kind of did with FFG, you start trying to test, you start to try to push people's buttons because you don't like that you don't get the attention and the necessary traction so you can stay afloat. Be careful. Be careful.
Yeah, yeah, say that to my face. See what happens to it.
I'll probably say it in front of your face. It's more like, what are you going to do to me? Because I can weave and dodge. What can you do? You can barely walk.
Yeah, I should do Foodie Reacts Back and just take all of their stuff and yeah. But like,
Do it. That'll be so much fun. The banter back and forth. I think the audience will love it. And you know what? It will help you too. Revenue and traction. Come on, it's the best thing you can do. I think the only reason you don't do it is because you think you're really bad at it. Or you just don't want to take the time to do it and to get good at it. It requires a bit of confidence and it requires a lot of time doing videos, I guess. Like what I'm doing right now. I'm trying to get comfortable at it. I feel okay. I still know like I'm not good at it. Way below average. But at least I'm trying. And I find this fun.
who wants to do that? Who wants to listen to them for hours? You know? I don't understand how they can hate me but listen to me for hours. Oh, that's right, you have to. You're stuck.
Sweetie, I don't know about the other reactors. I really don't. But I don't think any reactor hates you unless they knew you personally. You're using that word. I don't hate you. Honestly, I don't hate anybody. I might not like somebody, but I can't hate. I can't hate. No matter how much pain you give me. So for you to say, I hate watch you or I hate you, You don't know me. I don't hate you. I really don't hate you. But I don't like your actions. I can't even say that I don't like you. I don't know you personally. All in all the reactors probably don't hate you. They just dislike your actions, and your choices. Stop saying hate. It's not a hate. I'm not gonna lie, but it looks like she might have pink eye. I wouldn't be surprised. You know she says she drip dries. I know she has that bidet, but what do you have to use the bidet? Hands. Have you seen the reach with her hands now? Knowing how overweight she is? I don't know. Or it might be because of the cat, or the rumors might be true about Salah. I'm not saying they are. That's why I say rumors, but the evidence is damning. But anyway, yeah, it looks like you might be getting pink eye, sweetheart.
The funny thing is wishing my channel gone when it's your bread and butter.
The funny thing is thinking you're the only channel for bread and butter.
You can't take someone down for responding to the hate you put out towards them, okay? Doesn't work that way. You also cannot...
Once again, I don't have any hate for you, and most people don't have any hate for you. They critique. Sorry, I can't speak, but I'm trying. Critique your videos, and they give their opinions. We're allowed to give opinions. If you don't like it, just don't listen to it. But in all honesty, I don't think these people hate you. They might not like your choices, the decisions you made, and that's okay, because those are things. They're not living objects or anything, or living people, or even, just they're not living. They're actions and choices, and that's okay to talk about.
Whose channel's growing? Do you have a plaque? No, you're about 70K away. You think you're gonna get one? Please.
Honestly, I don't know if I'm gonna get one. I don't think so. But I'd rather have a good community where almost everybody is in agreement about your situation than have the plaque. It's like you always want to be like, look what I did. Look what I accomplished. It should just be for you. You don't have to be like, I need to show the world, or I need to No. Because if it was really honest and true, it will show itself. You're a tryhard. You really are a tryhard. And I feel bad, because you shouldn't have to feel like that. You should just genuinely be yourself. And you'll see that you'll find people like-minded like you, and really do see you as a good person and think highly of you. You don't have to try hard. Just be yourself.
And people love to hate me, so that's why.
Once again, they probably don't hate you. They don't like your actions. Nobody's gonna waste their energy to hate. That's why I say I don't hate anybody. It's just a waste of my valuable energy. You understand? I'm not wasting my energy on hating a person I don't know. I will waste my energy to defend my opinions and critiques. But I'm not going to waste my energy on you. I don't know you. But I do see your choices. And I have opinions about it.
It's just funny. They're gonna, like, oh no, she was driving. Do you know how many people do driving vlogs here?
Doesn't matter. Just because other people do it doesn't mean you should. Especially with your habit of distracted driving. Not just driving, distracted driving. I caught you at least 2 or 3 times on that live looking at your phone instead of looking at the road. Oh, other people do it? Just because other people do it doesn't make it right. You're not thinking about anybody else but yourself. How you defend, so-called defend kids. Then you should have the moral high ground to know not to look at your phone or not even film yourself driving and to focus on that road so you won't hurt any children, let alone anybody else. Just because one person does it doesn't mean you do it.
Where's your proof that I'm not married and that I don't have a license? So you're the liar, not me, because I can tell you that I have the proof to the right people. If somebody can't, number one, we had to show proof to live here. So that's proof enough. How many times?
How is that proof enough? On a marriage license, it has your name, your partner's name, their date of birth, where they're originally from or something like that, probably. And probably your signature, something like that. But you know what they don't have? Pictures. Most marriage certificates don't have pictures. If you needed just that to get the apartment, just that, I can see you getting or borrowing a certificate. I'm not saying you did, but it's plausible if that's how the marriage licenses are there, and if you need to get a place, totally plausible. You just saying it doesn't help your case. I'm not saying you have to show it, but in your mind, you should know just telling somebody something without showing them evidence is not good enough. You need to show them receipts if you're trying to say that and you're getting upset about it. If you know you don't want to show the receipts and you say it's true, just don't talk about it. Just let them keep talking about it. Just know in your heart that you're telling the truth. That's the only person that has to really know is you, your so-called husband, and the person that you have to show that information to.
All you have to do is Google it. You need to be married to live here together. I don't have to show you shit. I'm not showing them anything. No, exactly.
Yeah, you don't have to, but you have to just live with them having rumors and stuff like that. They're just rumors. If you know in your heart you're not, just let them keep talking about it. And I just find it suspicious every time the person comes in, or I mean like they come to your door and knock to deliver your food, you seem to like want to hide. Why do you have to hide? You have a habaya on. You're all covered up. So what's the issue about you trying to hide? I know I'm super shy and I get nervous, but I'm just not going to say anything and let the other person answer the door for me. But I'm not going to hide. If I'm doing something, I'm going to do whatever. It's my place. But you have like a tendency to hide and like start talking in a whisper instead. And you're on live. That's so weird.
Kiss my sit and spin.
Once again, I can spin. I can sit and spin. I can jump. I can run. I can do all those activities. And I don't get this. You say you don't watch any of these people, but apparently you know enough information to stay knowing and being up to date with them. Yes, you're watching it probably on a different channel, or you might not be saying it that your users are forwarding you links or something like that. But you're just proving that you are watching these people. It might be through other avenues, but you're definitely watching all these people. You're definitely looking yourself up. And that's what's causing you to be like this. I suggest you don't do it, just for your health, your mental health.
Go get my shisha. Screw them, you know? They're going to take me just going like this. They're going to like screenshot it, take my side profile. Let's see your side profile, Deliverance. Please.
I think my side profile is okay. It's okay. But for me, stuff like that they slow down and they show your stuff, for me, it's more, I say anything about it, it's because I'm trying to show you how ridiculous your body looks right now. When we both know it could be so much better, but you choose not to try. The simplest things you can try, you choose not to do. So I feel like some of the times when they do talk about it and stuff like that, it's, you have to, sadly, but it's true, kind of live with it, because you're making the choices, so that's how you want to look like that. You're making the choices to look like that. And for me, you making those choices means that you're okay with what comes with it. You can't get mad at people when they see certain things that they know instinctively or in their heart that is not right.
Entire audience is insane. They have the most annoying voices. They all sound like Selma's sisters. Like they have stage 5 emphysema. Like Ja Rule. They sound like Ja Rule. Or a drunk Valley Girl, that horse face reactor with the weird eyebrows. I don't know.
When it comes to that, voices, see, you don't pick the right things to say stuff about people. Voices is not a choice. You get what you get and you live with it. That can't really be changed. And it shouldn't be changed only for necessary medical reasons. People don't choose their voices. People can choose their weight. A lot of people can choose their weight. There's a certain percentage that can't, because they have certain actual, like, health disorders. You could have went to therapy and you could have continued therapy and tried, but you didn't. So this is a choice, and you have to live with your choice consequences. Your choices and their consequences.
It's so weird. No Life Madness is Ja Rule. And they talk about low BMI voice. Okay, you always have a high smoker's BMI voice. And what?
Not her choice. I like her voice, actually. It's nice. It's unique. That's not a choice. We are given what we are given when it comes to voice. Pick something else to talk about.
Yeah.
Yeah, nervous. You know
BMX.
exactly. You know exactly you shouldn't have said that.
Do it. Like I said, I'll get a job. I don't care. Thanks, No Name. Have a good one. Thank you so much again.
What do you mean? You're gonna get a job. Besides your weight and your health problems, you've been without a job for at least 5 years, I think. At least 5 years. Actual, like, regular job. Because they're not gonna count this job that you have, because this is more of a risky type of job. It is either gonna hit or miss. What do you mean you're gonna get another job? You're not hireable. And your age doesn't help either.
Deportation bees. I'll live. I don't care. Like, whatever.
Once again, you have a husband. You don't care? You have a husband.
Oh, okay. So what do? You you want to talk about being a good Muslim? Please have several seats. Please. All you do all day is harass and backbite and gossip and hate. Please.
And all you do is sit down. It takes a couple of, if you really, I'm not saying I am, but if I were to get again and start saying I'm this, I'm this, and I'm this because of my religion, I'm gonna live up to it and do it justice. You, ma'am, nena, estás sentada todo el día. You're sitting down all day. When it only takes a few minutes to do that. You love your God so much, then take those couple of minutes each day and do it. Stop making it seem like someone's better than anyone. People have their own choices. Again, they have their own choices. But you don't judge because you don't have to. Your God will judge for you. You don't have to do that. That's not your job. That's not your job. Same with me. That's not my job. My job is to take care of the innocent. You don't have to. If they're doing something, that's on their own terms. They have to deal with that when it comes to the point where they have to face their God.
Oh yeah, Julia's back. Where is she? She's back to normal. Incision is completely healed. Yeah, completely back to normal.
That's
Looks
good.
like she didn't heal miserably, like most people were saying. You shouldn't have just.
Well, honestly, nobody can know if an animal healed miserably because we can't really read their minds. So we can't really say. But if she did heal her wounds and they're perfectly fine, I'm happy with that. Because no animal should be suffering with like open wounds or anything like that. And that's me just believing your words. So I really do hope it's healed well. And if it is, I'm very happy about that. Yay.
You should have even got her spayed. Eyes are teary. I'm just crying so much because I can't handle.
Sweetie, you just wish you could fake cry so you were a better manipulator. You wish you can cry on command.
Watch us obsessively together. Again, couple goals, couple activities.
But you're watching them because how do you know if they're watching you if you don't see it for yourself? Make that make sense?
We're not watching on the big screen what they're saying about us. We watch movies together, we're cuddling, we're doing other things, whatever. We're not doing what those idiots do. So,
Yet you have the time to be on point with everything, know all the news about these other channels. No, you're just doing couple things offline. Okay. I'm barely keeping up with you. Like, I think I still have I could have done 3 or 4 other videos before this, this was supposed to come out. I try to do it by order. But because you make so many, I'm just picking which ones I find really interesting at this point. That sounds like somebody who's actually busy or doesn't really stay online. But you're telling on yourself.
I saw a channel, I won't say the name. There's a few of them. They're like, my first Foodie Beauty reaction, 2 views. Good luck.
Wait. What? Let me go back.
I saw a channel, I won't say the name. There's a few of them. They're like, my first Foodie Beauty reaction, 2 views. Good luck.
I know she's not talking about me. I know you're not talking about me, Chantal. Because from what I know, around this time, I was the only one who just started up a channel. Chantal, say my name. You know you want to say it. Say my name. Why are you too scared to say my name? Is it because you think my stuff is actually pretty good? That if you were to say my name, I will actually start trending? Or at least gain traction? Chantal. Just say my name. Or are you scared? So you are actually looking up yourself because you said I only had 2 views, right? How the hell did you find my video? How the hell did you find my video? It was my first video. It ended up on your feed? How? How would it end up on your feed if you're not looking for your name? It just proves, you just proved it with my first video, that you look up yourself. Next time, don't be scared. Say my name.
What's called recommendation, Swag Daddy. Small channels always come up. Maybe not 2 views, maybe like 200.
No, sweetie, you're looking up your name. I think, what is it called? The @ for your name? You're looking up your name, sweetie. That channel, I haven't posted in, so many years. And it was when I was like a teenager. I haven't posted anything. So for you to find it, that's crazy. You were looking up your name, Missy. You just outed yourself. You're looking up your name. I wouldn't come up on your feed.
Like, bullying starts with the parents. Teaching your kids to be a bully is horrible.
Stop saying that. Stop saying that. I'm tired of you saying that. A parent doesn't tell their kid to go beat up a kid or go be mean to another kid. Nevertheless, even if the kid, let's say something's happening to them in the house, they still have the choice to either do the same thing or be nice to the other people because they know how much it hurts. It's choices. It is choices. Stop talking for the kids. You need to really stop, Nana. You really have to stop. And like I said before in another video, just because something is happening to them and in that point in their life doesn't mean they're going to be something when they get older. That's your excuse. If you only knew some other people's life and how they were when they were growing up and how they're acting now, you'd be very surprised. You will be very humbled. And you're making it like their problems and everything, it's nothing what they did to succeed and have a better life than what they had before. The kid can speak up for himself. They don't need you. Stop talking for them.
High school mean girls, exactly, exactly. And they're adults with kids. So, how are you going to shape the moral well being of a young child when you don't have any morality yourself and you're a huge bully?
Stop saying that. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it. I told you, they make their own choices. You want to know an example? You're a great example. You see how your mother, what happened with your mother? It's crazy how you're basically from the storytellings that you have told on YouTube, how it kind of aligns with what your mother has done in her age. You could have made choices and had a different path from your mother, seeing what she went through, seeing what she had to do. And you chose to just play victim. You have choices. You could have succeeded and been something more than what you are right now. But you're choosing to blame other people for your own actions, your own consequences, your own choices. You know how disgusting that is for people who actually had to go through stuff in their childhood, probably 10 times worse than you have, but they will never say it because they're humble and they know that you can't compare things like that. And they just keep quiet and they just keep going through their life to succeed and show them that, hey, whatever happened to me when I was growing up doesn't make me what I am now. Just because you didn't want to do that. Or maybe you needed a little bit of support and you couldn't find it. You can't say that type of stuff. It's so disgusting.
I'm literally 23 and cringe at it. It's just so sad. Imagine living your life obsessing over someone else's life just to hate them. Hate is not good. Exactly. Exactly. Yeah. They talk about me croaking for my health issues or whatever on live stream. No, it's not true, Volpe. Exactly. Yeah, it's not true. They don't.
We're not saying it's true. We're saying it's a possibility. with what you eat, with what you do online, especially the eating. It is a possibility. You have so many health problems. It is a possibility. Maybe you're scared that you know it might be a possibility, but it is a possibility. Honestly, when they say stuff like that, I feel like they actually do care for you, to acknowledge that that's one of the things that can happen, so you can be aware of it. Maybe you don't like hearing it because it scares you half to death, but you think it's all hate or people don't like you. No, they don't like the situation.
Sorry, you have health issues. You have to be in perfect health, right, to live here. Okay.
Well, if countries want to make those type of laws and rules, they have the right to. It's their country. Maybe you don't agree with it, but some countries probably do have that type of stuff, and if they choose to have it, they choose to have it.
You see a kid. Okay, so it's a diagram of an adult with like a line of communication going right through the child, spewing hate to another child. It starts at home with the parents. I get out way more. Yeah.
It starts at home with parents. Then it goes to their environment. Then it goes back to the child, because they get to choose either to be good, find support, or just live their life though being a bully. It's a choice, okay? It really is a choice. The parents also, yeah, they probably, if they did something bad, they did something bad, but if the kid gets support elsewhere, or they know how to do it themselves, they're gonna do it. They're not gonna be the same. You make it seem like they don't have these little, like, junctions in their life that might actually help them. It does come throughout their path in life. Help. And it's their choice to get that help. It might be hard, it might be scary, but if they really want it bad, they will get the help. As long as they're not being threatened, their lives or something like that. That's a totally different story. And it could be seen by a bunch of people as red flags. People are not that blind. So once again, please stop.
Marriage license. He had to show that he makes a decent amount of money to rent a place here. End of.
Okay, then you shouldn't care if they come and ask about your marriage license. That's a private thing. Then just show them. You don't have to make a spectacle of yourself because of it. People are going to keep saying what they're going to say. If you have the proof, calladita, te miras más bonita, nena. Calladita.
Again, where's your proof?
No, we have 3.
Yeah. Where's your proof?
They talk from their ass, babe.
Yeah, of course.
They invent a story from bullshit, you know?
Yeah.
What is up with you and talking about
the real psychopath?
This is how I know. He keeps talking involving butt stuff. I thought you would at least tell him, don't make any commentary towards, like, butt stuff. Anything dealing with your lower region. It just makes it more suspicious. But if you don't mind, and you don't say anything about it, let him talk his butt stuff. But all in all, if you're gonna complain about it, then you better tell him to stop. Because it just makes it highly suspicious. Oh, you're talking about food. You know what? Okay, I had enough. This was utterly too long, but it was really good. I think I reacted a lot this time. Is more of my critique and opinions. And I'm so sorry, guys, if you think if I was getting too mad or something. But I really, really don't like, especially don't like when people talk for kids. Just give the kids the mic and they'll talk for themselves. I don't like it. I really don't. I don't like kids getting mentioned that way or any way at all without their permission. They're innocent. I know you were talking about the parenting, but with the parenting comes the kids. I just rather you not talk about that. They're really off limits. They are innocent. They didn't choose what their parents do as jobs, as parenting comes to that. Just leave them alone. Don't touch it. Well, that's all I have. Thank you for watching my video. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. And if you actually really like this video, please leave a like. And if you want to critique me, tell me your opinion, positive, negative, I don't care. Leave a comment below. And to that, I will see you next time on the next reaction. Bye bye.